So my parents got divorced about a year ago, and I was never prepared for the freight train of emotions that were going to come with the knowledge of this news. I don't think anyone's really ever ready to deal with a divorce. I think that it's not something that God ever intended us to go through or for it to happen because it causes such a ripple effect. The hardest thing for me through the whole divorce that my parents went through is the wreckage that I've seen happen in my own family's life with my brothers and sisters, the division that's taken place, just all the hurt and pain that I see within my mother and my father. It just causes so much hurt. And I would say though that the main way that I've overcome these different emotions and feelings, there's two different things. Is number one is forgiveness. I have had to walk through so much forgiveness with different people involved with this divorce, and it has been a very difficult thing. But I will say that at the very beginning, that anger and bitterness was trying to take over my heart. Like I felt it physically in my body, like trying to overcome me. And I just said, God, like I don't want this. Like this is going to destroy my life. And so I had to make a conscious decision to forgive. And that forgiveness was not just it wasn't a feeling. Like it was a choice I had to make, and that choice overcame my feeling. And now a year later, those feelings and those emotions of hurt, anger, and bitterness, they're gone. Like there's still sadness, of wanting something that's never going to be, and just dealing with all the changes that's happened. But that forgiveness has really enabled me to move forward. It has also enabled me to see and to have compassion for other people who are maybe still struggling or not there yet, or still walking through the grieving process of the divorce. And the second thing is just realizing that, you know, everybody has a story. My parents have a story, and I don't know the details of their relationship with their own parents and all the ins and outs. I know bits and pieces, but just realizing that people do the best they can do with what they've been given. And one day I know my kids are going to be looking at my life and they're going to say, man, that was wrong with mom, and that was wrong with mom, and that was wrong with mom. And I hope that they can look at my life and go, yeah, that was wrong, but she did the best she could do, and she learned, and she moved forward, and she tried her best to follow God and to be a good mom. And I think that as the older I get, the more compassion and the more grace I have for my parents, because I realize that they did the best they could do with the tools that they had. And I love them for that. And I'm grateful for that. And it really putting myself in their shoes, putting myself in their situations with their own stories, it really helps me to just have more compassion and have more grace for them so that I'm able to move forward in my own life. And so, when I wake up in the middle of the night, like the other night I woke up and I just had this like gut wrenching feeling inside of my stomach and my chest. And I just was like, God, like this is so hard. Like my mother's struggling, my dad is struggling, and my family is torn apart. Like, Lord, help, and I just was led to that verse about how God is the potter and we are the clay. And he is in control of all these things, and he's working it all out for the good. And I've seen in my own life him turn just beauty or ashes into beauty. And so I have to believe in the situation with my parents' divorce that he is going to turn into something beautiful. And so if you've been through divorce, or you're walking through divorce, or your parents have been through divorce, just know that those are the two things that I've really found that help me: forgiveness and putting yourself in someone else's shoes and realizing, like, people are human and you can't put them on a pedestal because they are going to fail you. Only God's is the one who's not going to fail you. So love you guys. I got to go. I got a screaming baby. Bye.